How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are well. In this game, we have Spirit of War in red as our Japanese player spawning in the west, and in the east, we have Crackedy here in purple as the Byzantines. This is a pretty, I want to say, like classic match for this DLC. A lot of the new civilizations are getting played, and one that I've seen probably the most of is Japanese versus Byzantines. I like seeing both of them because they have such a varied, how can I put it? Openers, even starting in the Dark Age as well. So for instance, right now, I haven't seen this one in particular. It looks like Spirit of the War is going to be going for a Dark Age samurai timing because he's starting with wood already compared to Crackedy, who seems like he's going to be going for most likely a 2 cistern age up. Get the level 2 going. Oh, haha, I totally misread everything. There's a dock. That's why. Good thing about the Japanese docks is the fishing boats cost 30 wood less than your normal ones. They're at 45 compared to the 75 of a normal dock. I really need to figure out a way to increase my mini-map size because I didn't see that on there. I do try to check it as often as I can in order to see if I miss anything. But even then, I'm only human. Anyways, so we do have the early dock coming up for Spirit of War. His age up is going to be a little slower, but he is going to have higher food per minute than Crackedy will. Now it just depends on how many boats he's gonna make. If he stops at 3 is optimal. For some reason, I've seen a few people go up to 4 boats in the little pond, because these are shoreline fish. They're not deep sea fish, so when they're out, they're out. They don't get remade. They don't respawn or anything of that sort. Let's see, where's Crackedy's scout? Okay, he's up here. He's missed, or excuse me, not Crackedy's Spirit of War scout. He knows that there's a sheep right here. He could clearly see it with his villagers and his forge. As we're with Crackedy, he has 1 on him. He's already turned in probably about 4. Yeah, 4 or 5 sheep. How many do we have over here? There's quite a few. Did he get the Tuara? No, Spirit hasn't got the Tuara upgraded yet. It's pretty cheap. 25 wood, 75 gold. He would be able to afford it. It would delay his age up just that much more. So he might just be getting it in feudal. Grand Winery is coming down for Crackedy. This is the second time we see him do this, and I'm loving it. I absolutely love the Grand Winery opener a lot more than the Imperial Hippodrome. Imperial Hippodrome is good for feudal age. I don't think it really, if the game ever goes to Lake Castle or Imperial, I would honestly rather have the Grand Winery. It just depends on your playstyle. Something that I'm really excited to see is that the 3 cistern age up to feudal has came and went though. I didn't like that. I've been very vocal about that. That build order, that opener, I was never a fan of it. It just never made sense to me. If I'm missing something though, let me know. Oh, 1 shot. If Crackedy just sent in all his villagers right there, that would have been 5 extra sheep that he would have got, because that scout from Spirit of War sat within range for quite some time. Off of the Grand Winery, we could, obviously there's 2 options, right? There's the Gold Horn Tower, and then there's the wow, why am I drawing a blank? Cistern of the First Hill. I would go with the Gold Horn because Grand Winery ties better with the Gold Horn Tower in terms of your whole olive oil mercenary type thing. But going for the cistern of the first hill does increase your levels by 1, your cistern level. So it just depends on what kind of timing attack you're going to be doing, or if you're going to do a timing attack at all. Stone is coming in. This could be potentially for a second TC or for the Daimo. There's actually no way for us to know until he pulls. If he stops at 900, then we know it's for the Daimyo. If it's for the second TC, then he'll probably go up to about 400-ish, just so you can have some extra for the +1 attack. 75 gold, 25 stone. No production, military production, has been dropped for either player from what it seems like. First barracks is coming up for Spirit, making his initial geisha, move out, do a little bit of harass. He'll start doing that once he gets about 3. That's generally when you're going to want to attempt to do your move out. +1 attack still hasn't come through for our Japanese player yet either. And oh, what is this? Second TC getting dropped right next to the Grand Winery. Interesting. I would have liked to see it next to the gold, just to secure that, more so than building it directly next to the Grand Winery, because the radius of the Grand Winery isn't that big, and that's something that I would like to see get buffed, in all honesty, because I think it's a total of 26 olive groves that could fit right there if you SimCity it properly. All right, first geisha is out, whacking away at the villagers. Isn't going to be able to get a kill, but does give a little bit of idle time. That was a total of what, 7 villagers that were idled for 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Something's better than nothing. Now that the second TC is up though, he's going to be able to defend his berry bushes a little easier. But going back to the Grand Winery, I think it is a total of 26 olive groves that could fit right there. Now that you have the cistern and the town center right there, you've cut it down by what, 1 2 3 4 5, about 6-ish. Still getting 20 of them, yeah, that's fine. I'd like to go for the min-max if possible, when possible. But remember, he's a pro player. I'm not, so clearly he's doing something that he thinks is a lot more beneficial. 4 geishas are out, Boo geishas are out for Spirit of War. He is gonna try to burn down one of the cisterns. That's pretty big, because he's gonna go from a level 3 to a level 2. And oh, he did switch it over to the Prayer DCM, bringing over the scout as well, just for the extra torch damage. So at level 3 he has 15%, or buildings take damage taken by buildings is reduced by 15%. 2 villagers coming over, try to repair, slice and dice. No villager kills yet. That's quite surprising, but that's some nice control by Crackedy to make sure nothing does go through, or nothing does die. First villager goes through, but the 2 Keshiks are out now. 2 Bugeshas are gonna go down. He needed to back those up. Level 4 cistern is up and running. The 4th cistern was placed all the way in the back. Repairs are coming through, as well as an outpost on that gold. Meanwhile, with Spirit, we are sitting at 2 racks, while 1 rack, second one is coming up. Does he have, okay, his upgrade is going to be coming through hardened for his hardened is going to be coming through for his spears, make them a little bit tankier. And those Keshiks were just gliding, apparently. We'll see what kind of harassment is going to be able to be done right here. 4 Keshiks total against 2 spears. Spirit is going to be losing both of these spears pretty soon, though. A 3rd one is just going to be donated as well. He needs to pull back. He needs to redirect his rally, because he's already given up 4 4 spears in total now, going to lose a villager as well. The 5th spear could get dove on, and now his count has been reset back to 2. Okay, he moves out with what are you doing, Spirit? He currently sitting on 40 villagers to 44, 3 military to 6 from those 4 Keshik plus are there another 2 Keshiks coming around? No, it's a spear and an archer. Going back to the little fight, 1 Keshik is getting pulled away. He's gonna potentially get another villager kill right here, and the slow trickle of these spears wouldn't have been that big of a deal if he didn't lose 4 right off the rip for no reason. Katana Bannerman is out, so that is going to allow for some extra damage to be placed onto those Keshik. He's sitting, Crackedy is sitting on 6 Keshiks and 2 archers. Oh, I'm a little concerned for our Japanese player here. Realistically, he should have been sitting on, what is that, 10 at least spears at the moment with his Katana Bannerman. 1 Keshik does go down, a spear is going to go down, which I don't know how to feel about this. That miss rally really put him on the back foot. His spear count should be a lot higher right now. He lost 4, 5 of them, 6 for free, doing a few stabby stabs here and there, and that's it. Well, a few pokey pokes, and then that was it. We do see Castle Age coming through for Spirit of War, of course going for the floating gate. And for our Byzantine player, he's pretty close to his age up as well. He should be having Castle come through fairly soon. A little bit of a attempted run by at the gold full wall coming up on the north, or already up on the north. Double stable coming up as well for our Japanese player. Spirit of War is currently sitting on 8 spears, 51 villagers, and 1 Katana Bannerman. As we're with Crackedy, he has 7 archers, 4 Keshik, and 58 villagers. Golden Horn Tower is coming up for, where is it? Right in front. Is coming up for Crackedy as well. 13 villagers are on it. He wants to try to get that up as quickly as possible. Also at 340-ish olive oil per minute, sitting on 800 banked currently. He's not gonna, most likely not going to get his veterancy contract either on the mercenaries. On the mercenary contract, he'll just keep it on the tier 1 just so he can get out a couple more Keshiks instead of randomly getting something from the Golden Horn. Veterancy hasn't come through yet for the spears. They're still sitting on hardened. Oh, and I spoke too soon. He's instantly going for the veterancy as soon as the age up happens. Where are we? Where's your mercenary house? There it is. So he's gonna have access to the golems for free from the Golden Horn Tower, and then able to be purchased through the mercenary house. A lot of little run-bys coming over here, but it is getting cleaned up by a mounted samurai. Meanwhile, there were 5 crossbows in queue for Crackedy, 2 on the field. Now would be the perfect time for Spirit of War to apply pressure. 13 spearmen, 4 samurai, mounted samurai, and the Katana Bannerman, pushing off Crackedy from the deer patch, from the deer hunt. Burn down the mill for free. Why not? First relic gets placed for Crackedy. 1 relic is being brought back to Spirit of War's base. Where is it though? I see that it's on its way. I don't see it anywhere on the map. Oh, there it is. Oh, he went for the heavily contested most southern relic. The archer numbers and the spear numbers are or excuse me, the archer numbers and the crossbow archers have essentially hit the critical mass in order to completely decimate the spear numbers of Spirit of War. So he does need to back off. He needs to start getting a higher horseman count in order to counteract that. Meanwhile, 4 mounted samurai are rotating around on the eastern side of Crackedy's base. Does he have a, he does have a full, is that a full wall right there? Yes. Okay. I had to double check that. It kind of looked like there was a gap there. These mounted samurai are not going to last very long. Currently 11 crossbows are in the are trying to deflect them. 2 more mounted samurai coming through the west. Manganal Tower. Where did you shoot from? What the hell? Look at the range and look where the mango shot landed. That's insane tracking. The mounted samurai in the back do get cleaned up, all 4 of them. Meanwhile, the 2 that are up here are gonna get cleaned up as well. Spirit of War sitting on 70 villagers, 22 army, 11 which are spears, 4 samurai, 1 horseman, 3 mounted samurai, and a katana bannerman. And for Crackedy, we have 78 villagers, 38 military, 12 of which are crossbows, 8 golems, 5 Varangian guards, 7 archers, 3 Keshik, and 2 Lamentanais. No upgrades coming up for Crackedy though. He's sitting on 0 across the board, as with Spirit of War. He's currently sitting on 1 melee ranged and 1 melee ranged, 1 melee armor and 1 ranged armor. +1 melee or +2 ranged armor is going to be coming through for him within the next minute or so. And now the veterancy upgrades are coming through as well for our Japanese player, samurais and odachi, which is +4 additional attack to infantry, to any infantry unit. Is it melee infantry specifically, or is it just, yeah, just +4 bonus damage to infantry themselves? Relic, and that would be number 3 coming up for Spirit of War, going to get denied. Attempted last moment Wololo, not sure what he thought was gonna be accomplished there, but might as well if he's gonna die anyways, right? That's 2 relics that are very close to Spirit of War's base, while we have 1 for Crackedy that hasn't been put inside of the Grand Winery quite yet. There he goes. Good job, Crackedy. So he should be housed with that. Yeah, he is oversupply, 118 over 110 for Sperry. He's gonna have to drop down at least 3 houses right there just to make up the difference, and a little bit of future proofing. First Mangonel is out as well for Spirit of War in order to deal with the ranged ball that Crackedy has built up. A lot of initial damage coming through. Mango shot goes off on the melee themselves. Spirit of War needs to pull these horsemen and bannermen to the back line to deal with the archer and crossbows. Little by little, the armies are whittling away. The mango shots have missed. That last one only connected with what it seemed like 3 ranged units. Another mango shot falls over, it gets overshot, and is forcing Spirit of War to back off. His numbers, his front line just whittled away. Another mango shot. Is this gonna connect with the archers? He needs to clear up those crossbows. Loses his mango now. A sprinkled is out instead of a second mango. 12 army to 52 of Crackedy. If he just keeps moving in and applying pressure, there's no way that Crackedy is going to be able to be deterred from this point onward. He'll be able to sit on top of the production, sit on top of the villagers, and just apply so much endless pressure. And we have what, tier 2 daimyo palace? So if this was a shogunate palace, then yeah, sure, I would say Spirit of War would be able to defend quite easily. but a massive wave of Varangian and Lamentinai have came in. A lot of Crackedy's units are just getting blocked by the barracks. It seems like he just F2A moved on from his own base. Nice mango shot, misses. That one mango has actually put in a lot more work than the previous mango. Spirit of War, it looks like he'll barely, no, he's not going to be able to hold. The Keshiks are just putting in a lot of work right now alongside those Varangian guards. Too many armored units, and there's still crossbows in the back to deal with the samurai as well, even though for some reason they're focused firing a house and a barracks when they could be up here. The slow trickle of Japanese units forces Spirit of War to call GG, and the game goes to Crackedy here. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys next time.